Yeah, so I used to do it in Photoshop, that I used to compile my image sequences in Photoshop because Premiere didn't have that option. So now I can just go and find whatever image sequence I need. So like the crab walk V5. So I select the first image, and then I have this button down here that says image sequence. And if I go and select that and click open, then Premiere references this as a single file, really, in 60 frames a second. So that's probably not what we want, but if I go and create a sequence from clip, it opens, and there he is. Yeah, so 60 frames is a little bit fast. Even though it's nice to see, that is not quite what I wanted to do. So I'll go and just drop the duration down to 50%. Or however fast or slow we want this to happen. So I think this is nice. And he has the shadow there as well. We just don't see that because this is transparent here. So just to prove a point, let me go and put this on a higher track and make a new color matte and make that something kind of a light gray. Call it gray. Say it's 20, whoops, not 20 frames, I meant more like 20 seconds. And then we drag that underneath my little guy here. And now we can see that he has a shadow. So that's all working well. All right, so the gray is just there for a preview for me. So we want to really make him walk. And for that, I think I'm going to go and create myself a new sequence. So in my case, I want to put this on I could make a full motion video, most of which will be transparent, but I don't have to do that. I can also just make something in a really odd shape that is just a thin strip, like the crab doesn't have to be so that turns the file size smaller. If I just make it so still 1920 but not 1080, but maybe like 200. So 1920 by 200, that should do the trick. And then the crab will be just, can just wander from left to right through that. I think I might do that. Let's see if we can make that happen. New item sequence with this maybe? Fully custom, isn't that possible? That's not possible? I'm sure it's possible. Custom, all right, custom. So custom 30 frames, 1920 by 200, ridiculously. We'll do that. Perfect. That's where the crab will run. That is nice. So this sequence we don't need anymore. This one here is going to be called crab overlay V1, and then these ones here, that can just go into footage. So if we put this guy on here, make him 50% of that speed, and then also we'll go and we'll make him fit into this and walk from the left to the right, and that is happening also with keyframes. So it's more animating in Premiere Pro, really. Let's go over to the effect controls, and I'll set, I think, my first keyframe with position and scale. I don't think I'll set a keyframe for scale. So scale is just going to be him being about this size here, as big as we can make him. He's going to start out of vision somewhere here in a moment. There's the shadow as well, so I'm going to go and grab my gray again. And we'll go and stretch that to scale to frame size. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Let's make this, let's just bigger here, the gray. This goes bigger then. Just so that I can see his little shadow here. So meanwhile, on the crab, I'm not cutting off a shadow here, am I? Looks like I'm not. So we'll go make sure the whole shadow, so I can see that this is where that shadow line is. So I'll see what I do with that. I might not worry now, but I could also go and add a kind of a, just a slight, you might not even be able to see it. There's a slight line here. And I wonder if I should just have a small unsharp mask on there. We'll worry about that later, I think. So for now, he starts here. That's the keyframe. This is my keyframe up here. And then at the end, I want him to be out of vision. So here, another keyframe. There. So that now means he's going to walk over the whole duration here for 20 seconds. And I can play with the movement, so I don't have to make it linear. I can just make it so that he goes a bit fast, then lurks around in the middle, and then keeps going. I might do that. That he just goes to about here and then stands in the middle and looks around a little bit shifty. That might be an idea. So that'll require 2 keyframes then. So from here to about here. Yes, actually, I might do that. I might do that manually. So from here to about here. I'd like for him to be right in the middle, maybe slightly further off here. So if he's basically on the same height as my head, my head. So my head's kind of in the right there. He's about here. So he walks from here to there. And then he stands here, waits for a little bit. Or just walks very slowly over to here. And then he goes and escapes to the very end. Let's see what that looks like. Hello. There we go. Comes out, comes crawling, thinks about it. And this is fully, I think this is very linear now. I think I can go and make that interpolation a little bit better in a moment. And then he goes and crawls out. I think maybe a bit faster as well. Perhaps 20 seconds is a bit too slow. I think I want him to be out a little bit quicker, maybe at that point. At 15 seconds, I'll just go and drag that keyframe over here, and we're happy with the 15-second animation. So he goes and does this. I don't really want it to go backwards. Yeah, this is actually not quite fast enough, so maybe spend some more time. And then go run out. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we have an animation that is over at 15 seconds. I'm good with that. I'll see if I can change the interpolation of the keyframes a little bit. I mean, I'm happy with it for now, but if I go and select those, I think right-clicking, temporal interpolation. Let's try, instead of linear, let's try auto Bezier. See what that looks like. No, you can buy it now, Darja. That's cool. You can buy him now. If I make changes to the Ko-fi product, I'll just upload another one, and or like basically a different zip file, and you can download that. No, but it's kind of ready, so you can go ahead and buy it now. So Auto Bezier is a little bit better. I think the whole thing could just be a bit faster. That is, of course, the thing with I think we've put all of these, in fact, further over here, and then put this guy over to here. Maybe we'll make it a 12-second appearance. Oh no, actually that's too fast. I can see that it doesn't go ahead with his little leg movement there. Yes, this is already pretty fast. Let's put that back to where it was. He's not actually that fast a crab, so. So Auto Bezier, let's see what else we can do just with these two internal keyframes here. Bezier, continuous Bezier, and ease in and ease out. Those are all options. Let's see. Yeah, I can always start him a little bit later, so he's temporal until the hold, ease in, ease out. Can try that. We'll just regular Bezier, see what that does. I kind of like that where he walks back and forth. I think that's my favorite so far. I think I'm going to be okay with that. Let's go and save hit. And now I'm going to make the gray track invisible. Oh yes, there was the other thing I wanted to try is to get that mask on here. I might do that later. I might just go and make the gray invisible now and render this out and try and find the correct compression that does contain an alpha channel. I think the Apple ProRes ones do that. It used to be so easy to use the QuickTime that always had an alpha channel. I see this doesn't have an alpha channel. I thought I'm so sure it was Apple ProRes, but it's Apple ProRes MXF. So is it QuickTime? QuickTime with Apple ProRes on the inside. Is that how it works? Yes, that is how it works. HLG, let's do that. Thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. HLGPQ, HL, man, with alpha, that's the one. There's also Cineform, that also has alpha. I think that is how I did it before. Cineform, the GoPro codec, 12-bit. Let's do that with alpha. There's a guesstimate of the file size usually at the bottom here, if Premiere can work it out. We don't need audio. Let's see if it works. 100% audio quality. 15 seconds, come on. How difficult can it be? I'd rather avoid this becoming like a 5 terabyte file for a simple overlay. So I'm hoping it's going to be short and sweet. Let's see how short, let's see how sweet. It's 93 megabytes, so that's not bad. That's good.